All right, next up is Daniel Lyons, a three-star defensive tackle out of Homestead, Florida. Goes to Homestead High School. He's 6'4", listed 6'4", 270 pounds. This is a big get for Odell Higgins. This is a guy they've targeted early as a defensive tackle prospect that they really love. He's rated as a number 67 defensive tackle in the class, number 453 overall in the country in the 24/7 composite. I like this take. I think this is a good. I think this kid's a good player. I think he's underrated again as a three-star. Maybe that's me just being a homer, but look, I like agile, fast, quick up the field defensive lineman, and that's what he is.
Yeah, I think that's what that first stands out. He's one of those kids where he's got the quickness and athleticism, especially at the high school level where he could have been playing defensive end, but
yeah,
he's also got the strength to kind of hold up on the interior.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. You just got finished with a coverage video on Adam Fuller that people should check out. We've been discussing kind of what the defense wants to do, and we think they want to become more penetrating in nature up front. I mean, you look at Bishop Thomas and now this kid Lyons. I mean, look at that get off. Look at that burst up the field. He splits that double team and he's in the backfield. That's hard to defeat. Is guys that are quick into the backfield that are making these zone runs, have to bounce or have to cut back. I mean, this is the way football is kind of going these days with these quick, agile defensive linemen.
In this film from 2002.
Those are great hands, though. Disengages into the blocker quickly and then disengages in the backfield.
Yeah, you like to see that because a lot of these kids can just get by being the better athletes at the high school level. So that little bit of hand play and a little bit of showing that technical ability is nice to see as well.
Yeah, stacking and shedding are very important things for a defensive line position. Really, any position on defense, getting off of blocks. But and there he is again in the backfield. You notice a lot of plays in the backfield. Again, I think this isn't the traditional defensive tackle that you maybe think about with Florida State, but they're going to a little bit different, more penetrating style.
Yep.
They want these guys. Yeah, they want these guys getting up the field, and that's what the Lions. That's what Bishop Thomas. That's what these guys do well.
Well, that's what people aren't going to like to hear this name, but Manny Diaz has made a living on just getting these really quick, really agile defensive linemen that are able to get penetration and a pass rush, and it means that you can be more aggressive with the secondary.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, I think this is a nice thing to see. It's something that you can tell that Fuller's got a clear identity of where he wants to go with this defensive line, and he wants to enable his DBs to be able to play in man and not worry about having to cover for 20 seconds.
Yeah, agreed.
So would you say this guy's more of a 3-tech or a 1-tech?
I think he's listed 6'4", 270. I would love to know what his arm length is. I think he's probably going to be more of a 3-tech, and Thomas may be more of a 1-tech, depending on what kind of weight they could put on him.
Right.
But again, 3-tech, 1-tech, when you're talking about guys getting up the field, it's all the same.
Right. Yeah, you're not going to want a traditional 1-tech who's more of that doorstop, but they're selling out for the pass rush, for the aggressiveness.
Yeah. You see good athleticism. I mean, he redirects down the line of scrimmage again, getting off the blocks there. Kid was in his chest. He plays a little high at times. So, I mean, you see there are things he's got to work on. But I trust Odell Higgins to kind of get him right.
So, do you think you see a rise in general recruiting ranking for this kid?
Yeah, I think depending on how his senior year goes, I don't know how many camps he got out to and all that stuff, but you know how much that plays an impact in kids' rankings. But depending on how his senior film looks, and if it looks anything like his junior film, I would imagine he is probably a prospect that's on the rise. Again, you're talking about Florida and Todd Grantham were after him. Miami with Manny Diaz were after him, and Jess Simpson. I mean, these are big-time defensive line programs that were after this young man. So it speaks to what his potential obviously is.
Yeah. All right. So we've kind of exhausted his film here, so I think it's time to move on.
Yeah.